So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
For me, Peter, David Beckham was one of the greatest right players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of to hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally, in view of his brilliant skill set.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Fieri. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Chance! Goal! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, where you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Cruyff. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Head out towards the right wing. And we're not going to make any further progress now. It's a really well measured ball. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That pass just didn't quite work. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham. He's going for goal! And that certainly packed a punch. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested forward. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Cruyff. Still low way through. The defender here is resolute. That's a look and plays it forward. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's a key interception. And the counter is on.
So too happy to take that back.
Has been indicated.
He is a player who barely Cruyff! Quality ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, and expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same progress.
Parking facilities in the area.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Batistuta. That's a simple one for the keeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Haaland. We've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's Batistuta. Well, they've got it again. Cruyff. Out to the right. It's gone through. That's the keeper's ball. Ambitious ball here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pirlo. Konate simply refused to be outdone there. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Defending was strong and firm. It's not exactly looking ball that.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Haaland.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Cruyff. That's good running with the ball. Haaland. Looking for options for movement. Into the last quarter of an hour. That's been intercepted. Now it's Haaland. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's really well cleared. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cut it out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Haaland. Haaland! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
That's a little off target. Right card. And it's Cruyff. Haaland, he is onto this. He's having a go!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is... a team we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are rolling out super forward. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and the source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. This is Vieri. Pitches it off him. Best. Kuchu. Barcelona finding their passes. Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Call for a throw-in. And it's Pirlo. Can he get it through?
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Best, a player who needs no introduction. Costa Curta. That's headed upfield. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And now they can clear their legs. Now it's Mane. Cannavaro. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Maldini tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's made its way to him. Goes to finish!
He has saved the goalkeeper's touches there. What great defending.
Fiore. Nicely weighted ball. That's it. Go forward. There's the half-time whistle. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity level. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The first half compared to your expectation.
Simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to show the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
And the second half, lacking only in goals, the score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mane. Right guard. is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for manoeuvres. Great vision, and that could set him on his way. And they've got rid. Milan have reclaimed it, and here's Price. He can get that clear. Yes, the referee's given it. Few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts of goals simply because respective defences have been strong.
Messi. Pops it off in the wins back ball. Right to Mane. Yeah.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's very well defended. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Played right into his path. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nice, fisted forward. Messi.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Not quite on the same wavelength. This is Del Piero. Challenge just a bit on the far side. Neymar should be in a wide position. It's all loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Harrison makes the interception. Fiore. Played out wide. So that's it. It is all over. Frustration, exasperation, vexation. Certainly from an attacking perspective. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie, and the fans are pulling out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
When it comes to strikers, Peter, you're not going to get much better than this man, Eto. Fast, strong, energetic.
And of course, with a ball collection to prove it all.
Yeah, and another is...
Oh, that's quite incredible!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Bangladesh are such an adept
Del Piero.
Great shot!
Well, that's so refreshing. The way it goes down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan really equalise that, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by what he's been calling here. Terrific header! Goal! Into the lead once more. It was wonderfully efficient. He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's
Well, now to and again.
oh, he's fallen highly here. And again the keeper stands strong. And we have our very first corner.
That's a decent clearance.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Tries from distance.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Sorry. Looking for options for movement. Baresi cuts it out. Long ball upfield. Can he get it through?
Keep ball, now how can he reach it?
Thuram. Pedri. Bridging half time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Hello. Right card is the guilty party there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Chouameni. Neymar, he is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
And he's done very well to take that back.
Looks to foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Well, this is his opportunity to make stages known here.
High tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same piece. Score at the interval, 2-2. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change his half-time timetable.
Out of play. Roberto Carlos. This is Van Nistelrooy. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Chouameni looking for the run. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. He's gone for goal!
Chouameni. Pirlo. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Oh my goodness, Monaco! That's going to go a long way.
And here's Del Piero.
He's going for goal! Wonderful from Del Piero! A goal smooth as it gets! And the game is well and truly celebrated!
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit. That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, easy pickings there.
So, Messi.
Milan are looking to break at pace. Looking out, that is a foul. And the referee will show him a yellow card. Now he stays down and he's very obvious discomfort here.
Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field is number 13, Bale.
Pedri. Oh, that's all spotted. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep backing away, and eventually things might change for you.
22, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 20,
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. So now, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Cannavaro, the man synonymous with solidity. He's ended up in no man's land. Passing is good, so sharp. Saves the chance! And he goes again! They scored! They have stolen level at the last!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. Well, it's the last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net. All square again into the dying minutes. Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
So that's it. It is all over. Magic.
What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie, and the fans have all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say that he's the greatest number one
There's ever been. The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter.
When you consider his
Consistency at the highest level. Okay, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper. That could spell trouble.
It's been shifted off it.
Looking for a runner.
And easy, kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Has been cut short.
City's ball.
And he's away. And that's a race to the ball. The keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner. There first. And now they can clear their lines. Luis Suarez. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
It's a sharp pass.
Tries to defeat it.
A real wow moment. Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much. So we have the first goal. Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again. Messi, and here's Suarez, Beckham, he's shifting through the kids here. Oh, it's horribly this time, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty this. Not much more than a formality. You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
The goal scorer after 21 minutes.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. So, what can they make of this? And that interception was most necessary. That's great positioning, so good from him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's left him on the seat of his pants. No style, but nothing given. And here's Messi.
Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep into the front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a fantastic formula, okay, but
Very demanding too. Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course. And here's Cruyff. And here's Cruyff.
Oh,
Good read. He read that really well and stopped it. Good looking ball. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's done very well to get to that. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
to that is pretty much the definition of the word compromising.
That's a sharp pass.
Looking for options for movements. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at
Half-time, they both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all sweat.
So,
Also at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow.
And we wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
India, they get the ball rolling in the second half. Milan have been the team that have had the next share of possession.
No chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but
I think it's a case of keep going.
and eventually you'll get your break.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Griezmann.
Pirlo. Rijkaard. Cruyff. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Griezmann! And that certainly packed a punch. A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Bellingham takes control of it, he's on the move. Timber has been in his space.
Zanetti does really well to win the ball there.
Out for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he's picked out the run.
And that's the end of that. It all started
Well
well
enough.
enough.
Oh, red, nice interception.
Tries to play it through.
Luis Suarez.
Lovely
Feeding
feed.
is such a good move. Can he finish? That's just playing it safe and simple. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Pirlo. It's Luis Suarez. And it's Davies. And that has left him in a heap.
And he was
Quick to react. Davies. Out to the left it goes. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's it.
So it's ended all
Square,
square.
both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Volunteers to each block.
You look back on the game then, Jim.
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, thanks to Jim, we both wish you a very good evening.
the scene we have here, there's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic.
His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
And it's Beckham. Oh, well played, well played. Headed upfield. The most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's given it away.
And he welcomes it in. Great ball, and he's in here.
And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan are in front now. The game's only goal.
This is a
Shooting chance! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, the deficit touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
What a touch.
Could be deep here! Oh, he's passed through. What do you call that? Through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Valverde. Well played, that has knocked out the danger. And he's away. Oh, super decent chance! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and yes.
Take the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Dani Olmo scores. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Dani Olmo.
It's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Great vision.
Somewhat off target.
Marquinhos. Valverde. Just 5 minutes left until the break. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere. They'll have to go again. Dani Olmo. Osimhen. Shut it up, final seconds now.
It's a wonderful goal like this. Hopefully, really nice passing.
And reclaimed it twice.
And it's
Half-time here.
It's been thrills and spills at either end of the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
So there was the first half. Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we are back underway.
adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
To take it as usual. Clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a kick. It's Cruyff. Loose now, they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught for a shot! And it's hit the wall! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fighting in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Lots of sophistication and thoroughness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
He showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Can he get onto this? He was quick to react. Baresi cuts out the pass and he thumps it clear. Not the pass, but can he get there? That was very necessary. Bellingham goes sliding in. Pumas have their second corner now. It's a mighty effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Scholes. That is a brilliant interception. That will be a throw-in. Oh, still, he just read it. Played into the middle.
Been there, done that. Unfortunately, you really want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Substitution from Milan, number 20, Suarez. Coming on the field is number 7, Del Piero.
He's in a great position here. He has found a way through.
And he shoots!
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, he fully appreciates that he could have put it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's hoisted clear. anticipates. Looking to play it in.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Timber gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Referee looks at his watch
And blows his whistle. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do,
they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.
Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So bring it on. High expectation, emotion. The game is to kick off, and the excitement all. There's the whistle. Look at YouTube, see making a difference here. Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defender. They're accurate and the source of many a good counter-attack. Yeah, I'd have picked him too. The fans feel much the same way. It's Luis Suarez! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him.
And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
That's an incredible shot. The table and the he was together. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable. Newcastle finding themselves unexpectedly behind. So just one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Cole. That is lovely. He's got to goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's Beckham.
Looking for a runner. Brilliantly cut out. It's loose.
And there's a race for the ball. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender who was ever so determined. I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well played, well sorted out. There's a sharp little ball here.
Tries to play it through. Look at the space.
They finish! And they're at it again in double quick time.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan
are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill us off? Not the best distribution to the keeper.
He might be here!
Bebeto. Luis Suarez, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's in a good position here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Beckham.
And he's had it!
Oh, that was a brilliant save. Well, he clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan
With their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Bellingham. And now they can spring out of the defence. It's still been running there, but not back by the defence. And drive!
loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, what has happened here? Very nicely done. It's out for a goal kick.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's just picking there. There's the end of the first half.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes? Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change. Please, from this stage, start from immediately.
Milan
In control at half-time, 2-0. Substitution on the field. Number 9, Beckham. This is the start of the second half. Number 25.
So, a reprieve for the time being.
Life really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. He's thrown it out.
Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3!
They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure, and class.
Luis Suarez!
Zanetti tries to clear. Sort of intervention that was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Knocks it into space.
Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be.
a look and pace it forward. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's another good win of the ball. Cruyff. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Newcastle can breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good running with the ball.
75 minutes played. He's beaten the last man. Cruyff! Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. 77 minutes. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Oh, it's wonderful to see the little intensity, the finish, exquisite. It's become a case of men against boys. Chance to hit the counter. Back on the board again. He's looking for that. He's through here. And he's put to it. That's going to go a long way. Driving hard and making good progress has been indicated. Looking to play him in. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that will be the final act.
Welcome.
It's of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished off a piece of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter. Just so many strengths. You could go all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and the ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams.
You do what you're told.
No, that was never going to make it. The most accurate pass. Back to the keeper they go. Could be danger here. Now there's a strike. Goal, man!
difficult moments.
And it's taken earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Ball's gone astray. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's not gone well. Always very imposing presence at the back.
Good enough.
Leeds look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Pirlo. Right card.
Great chance!
It's run loose.
Who's going to get there?
Neymar.
David Villa. Now, what about a counter-attack? Good ball over the top.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Cleared without complication.
Nicely intercepted. Danny. Now Timber.
Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Cruyff.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. There is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And he's got a decent forward-side limits of football, and it's a size that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the movement is neither overly negative or positive. You still have to approach this like it's your way.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Already promptly back on the way.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they really want to secure this.
Maldini is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press.
That is a little undercut.
Still separated by the game's only goal.
Xabi Alonso, Timber cuts out the pass. Can he spark a counter here? Cruyff, and he's on his way.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
The movement is slippery, speed is slippery.
The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Through pass.
Cedric, what are you thinking? Well, this league is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Right card. Now it's Villa.
Neymar.
And he shoots!
That's a decent clearance.
David Villa.
These really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining
effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. It's Kutsu. Turan is there and he can get that clear. And he's managed to get rid.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Kutsu. Lees looking to pass their way through. That's tidy. Can he get on the Davis! They have stolen
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure, and precision.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
A draw and a highly unpredictable one. A share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Cruyff, voted man of the match and deservedly so.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed.
You look back at the game then, Jim. This is not the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a
Sight this is, the colour, the choreography, the camaraderie, and the fans to pull down all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's. That is what leaders meant.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Del Piero. Bellingham. Who's going to have a play? managed to gift it back. That's not gone well. Right card. And here's Cruyff. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good... And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Danny Olmo. So look, and plays it forward. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Casillas gets it clear.
You won't be happy with that one.
Timber. Now it's Forlan. Bellingham. Forlan.
The finish. It's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay on side.
That's a little off target. And it's Forlan. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ibrahimovic goes for the charge down the left. No goals as yet. Quality ball. Bellingham making good progress on the right-hand side. Here's Forlan. A lot of space ahead of him. And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Milan with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. There's not space here. Danny Olmo is sporting a guilty look after that. His teammates are really annoyed with that. They're right to be. Cruyff! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. He's fell way past. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And half-time goes. So the other team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game. Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think it was just after winning in now if they could rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. It scores! Oh, terrific save from the keeper. Scores. Actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Extracted the maximum punishment. Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that. When the manager called on him, he was maybe too happy to repay that page. That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. Getafe have broken through, it's 1-0. It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Now it's Cantona. What are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. Delicate chip through.
That's the keeper's ball. And he is slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Let's go.
That was no routine save. Cantona is offering a right smile there. Corner number 2 then.
That's going all the way through to the keeper.
Milan are looking to go forward now.
He is through here. Twice, going face to face with his great rival. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Such a pass he's played there.
Has been cut short. He's shifting through the gears here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Baresi cuts out the pass. Chance to the counter. Now it's Cantona. That's been cut out, well played. And the counter is on. It changes him with that pass. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
That's a decent clearance. Del Piero proves just a little bit too strong.
He's gone for goal! It's there! 10 minutes and we're all square again! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal. It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball, so effortlessly. Amazing. And it's square again into the dying minutes. It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left.
Referee looks at his watch.
What a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the guys on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be pushed up the beast of it. That's got things underway. Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
That's a very recognised.
He was.
That's rather hopeful.
And no one
He's overly concerned guess it was worth a try.
That's good awareness.
Running with the ball.
Looking for options for movements.
Oh, what a mistake!
Can he get it through?
Shots for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
And we have our very first corner.
Timber attempts the clearance. Right card. Right card!
Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Right card, getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition...
Shooting chance! Oh, super goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Barcelona are in front. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment. It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing. So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Room for debate here, the goal kick's been given. It's Batistuta. He can get that clear. Nice touch. Neither of these two look. It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Good looking ball. Just off target. Right card. Here's the team's great visionary. 5 minutes till the break. And here's Batistuta! Really got on place. Next Cruyff. And this is Luis Suarez. There will be one well done there. Luis Suarez. Cleared without complication. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but 90 this is still very stable.
Keep things simple, keep the
Intensity high, going for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Johan Cruyff coming on the field again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible,
but without leaving yourself too open.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Haaland. And here's Haaland. And now they can clear their lights. Possession and ready to go again. Milan still trailing by one and looking here to tick it up a notch after the break.
Timber. Sergeant, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
It's Fulham! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post!
And he's heaved it away. And that has been clubbed away. Milan finding their passes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's a throw.
Substitution.
Rijkaard. And that has left him in a heap.
And he was quick to react.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Yes, ended up in no man's land.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Someone off target. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Ball is bounced loose now.
Just 5 minutes left. And here's Bale. Great vision.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. It's very good run, and you're always going to have chances with that kind of move.
Suarez. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Del Piero.
Milan making consecutive changes here. So, getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision making.
Can he get on the end of this?
There's a
Sharp bit of ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Take this! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. And time is up. Well, here's a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.